Rob, I've gotten to know Rob Mattacchione on and off the air. Great guy. He, of course, is the CEO and board chairman of a company called Novo Integrated. They are a publicly traded company, but their stock symbol has changed. So back in the control room, you need to put their stock symbol as NVOS. D as in David. So it's 5 symbols. There's a reason why.
Yeah, what's the D again?
Well, I'm going to let Rob Mattacchione tell you why, because this is great news.
D.
Rob, can you tell why? Are we allowed to tell why yet?
Can we?
Yeah, I think we're allowed at this point.
Okay, so I'm going to let, first of all, welcome to the program. Great to see you. But this is exciting stuff because NVOS, D as in Delta, is their stock symbol. Talk about that, buddy.
Yeah, well, as we posted by way of press release, we're completing our final phases of qualifying and meeting all the criteria for a NASDAQ uplist. We're really excited about that. And this is just one of the elements of that criteria.
NASDAQ uplist. You know what that means, Rusty? Tell us, Russ. What's the NASDAQ uplist mean?
I think he's on the NASDAQ now.
Well, he's gonna be.
He's on the list.
He went from the bulletin boards, okay, which is a smaller exchange,
right.
okay, doesn't have any market cap requirements or asset requirements,
okay,
up to the big index,
right.
NASDAQ, okay, New York Stock Exchange, S&P.
It's a big one.
Dow Jones, but the NASDAQ. He's on. And that's a really big move for a publicly traded company, isn't it, Rob? We're going to talk about the decentralized healthcare in a second, but let's talk about just the lesson to be learned here. That's a big move for any company, private or public, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it helps us with our efforts for capital raising, obviously, exposes us to an institutional grade of investor, gives us a little bit of recognition for the efforts in creating a company that can be viewed with a little bit more transparency and a lot more credibility.
And the credibility play is that you're on a the rules, the same rules apply. You have to have audited financials. You've got to release news, and as things happen, you got to file an 8K, newsworthy event.
Are you sitting up straighter and stuff?
But it's just but the access to capital, the access to attention, the access to non-paid research on the company. I mean, there's a ton of benefits, right, Rob?
Yeah, you're right, Sully. I mean, you know better than most the importance of being in a more appropriately exposed platform, and that's what NASDAQ is. It's, well, obviously a world leader in the way of an exchange. So we're excited to be there. We want the world to see what we're doing, what we're going to do, and all the activities around everything that we think is the solution to healthcare.
Well, the reason you're on there is because it's a real company, and of course, if you look at Novo Integrated is a medical technology company of the future. You're talking about preventative health care that is decentralized. In other words, one-on-one, sometimes through your computer, sometimes through your phone. Obviously, the pandemic has highlighted their business model. Let's take that from there, Rob. You take it and go from where centralized healthcare is now and where you're taking it and why you're sort of on a wave here.
Yeah, we believe that healthcare is best originated from the home and dealt with in that environment, and our technology speaks exactly to that effort. It's virtual, it's real time, it's AI interactive, it's being rolled out as we speak. And we also believe that there still has to be the integrity of what we call healthcare, and that's the physical attribute that a clinic and a practitioner brings to the equation. We cannot get lost in technology by itself. Technology is a tool, not an answer.
Yeah, and the need for decentralized healthcare, when people say to you, when you get interviewed on major networks or periodicals, when they say, Rob, why do we have to have decentralized healthcare? I mean, I know the answer, but it's best said from you, because there's a real need for this.
Yeah, you're right, Sully. I've said in the past, there was a time when centralized was the only solution. It was practical and it was obvious. But now with the advent of technology and with the population as fragmented as it is, the lack of practitioners and professionals to address healthcare, the decentralized aspect becomes super, super critical to allowing healthcare and its affordability and its right to a broader population base.
Yeah, well, when you say broader population, there's benevolent groups putting Wi-Fi everywhere in this world, and as a result of that, access to medicine in third world countries, access to Western medicine is now available, correct?
Yeah, Sully, it's an interesting story that we tell sometimes. If you've had the good fortune of traveling, which I'm sure the both of you Russ looks like he's well tanned.
Thank you.
I can tell you that.
Those are gin blossoms. Let's not. He hasn't been outside for months.
Yeah, I hit that last bottle on your shelf behind your right shoulder yesterday, so that's good.
All right, but yeah, so the travel thing has a lot, but continue, because when you see what's going on in other countries, you just made access to the world of medicine, haven't you?
Yeah, you know, you go into the unfortunate regions of the world, what we refer to as third world, and you know they're ill-equipped clothing-wise. They don't have a lot in the way of food, but you will find a phone in most of their hands.
Yeah,
And that's to your obvious recognition of technology and the desire to be connected. And that's really, it's not just decentralized, it's the connected piece, and we need to stay connected.
Hey, let's talk about reactive medicine versus preventative medicine. Reactive medicine is
I got a lump. Look at this.
Yeah, my elbow hurts. You know,
Can you help me?
Can you help me? But preventative is your doctor's appointments every year, annual checkup. This is suddenly going to take on a different life, right?
Yeah, you're right, Sully. I think the preventative piece is what it will ensure the longevity of healthcare to the broader population. Inevitably, we have to speak to dollars and cents. And really, the cost of treating is far greater than the cost of being preventative and creating a very positive wellness platform.
Yeah, I agree. Rob Mattacchione is his name. He is the CEO and board chairman of a company called Novo Integrated. And of course, their stock symbol is NVOSD now, NVOSD.
OSD.
Rob, what do the next 18 months look like for you?
Oh, we're excited. You know, on top of being present in NASDAQ, obviously, our technology rollout, our acquisition targets, crystallizing on all of those efforts that have been really 3 years in the making. You know, we're rolling out strong. We're coming out to market heavy, and we want to be the solution, and we want the world to recognize us as such. We're little guys, but we're starting to make some big noise.
Well, I will tell you, you're about to get a big flashlight shined on your company because you're going to be on NASDAQ soon. So keep watching this. We're going to have Rob on next week. In fact, when they actually officially uplist, whatever that date is in the near future, we're going to have him on that day.
Preventative